Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakahodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Back to the basics. Is this the end? All right. Being that this is what we prophesy, let's decipher this through the spirit. We'll get straight into it. Matthew 24 in verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So the Lord's disciples are asking him, Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and what are going to be the signs of you're coming to this earth again. In verse 4, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So pay attention that you won't be deceived. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So false prophets, false teachers coming in the name of the Lord in any capacity. All right, this is a sign that will precede the Lord's second coming, and we should see that now more than ever, man. All right, especially with those mega churches and so-called Christianity. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, because World War I and II hadn't happened during this time right here. So look at all the great wars, and those are the biggest ones. But nation against nation, or these wars have always been going on since the Lord departed from this earth, man. All right, so that was another sign, and especially those big world wars, man. All right, World War I, World War II, man. Both took place in the 1900s, by the way. These were these wars and the rumors of this coming World War III that we're prophesying through the spirit, and you should see the signs of prophecy getting ready to come to pass by watching the news, man, seeing what's happening in the world. There's conflict on the arise. And this again was a sign that the Lord said will precede his second coming. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So all these things, man. All right, the war, the nation against nation, and that's not just governments, all right, but just actual people and their nationality, especially here in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, this melting pot of different nationalities, and they're gonna clash as well, man. There'll be so-called race riots and race wars during Jacob's trouble. All right, that goes into nation against nation, and of course there's a prophesied famine coming, both of food and hearing this warning from Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai. Pestilence is going into diseases and such, man. All right, that'll be on the arise, man, and you'll be able to see it really happening this time, man. All right, earthquakes in diverse places, and they're also going into storms, man. Guess what? In verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's a reality that we come to face when we are woken up out of that sleep. All right, what we're a part of, and that they're going to persecute us and say all manners of things about us for the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All right, but again, we know the play, and we're also bold through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah that the Lord gives us to call the play out in front of these people and saying, hey, you guys are going to persecute us, you are going to lie, you are going to do these things, and guess what? This is prophecy, because again, these are the things that the Lord said must come to pass preceding his second coming, man. All right. And in verse 10, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. Yeah, man, and you can see that now, starting with the scoffers and the mockers of the men of the Lord, man. But also, like the Lord said, he didn't come to send peace but a sword, man. People are going to be offended in each other, and they're going to betray one another, especially as it relates to the wicked betraying the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise. And we see that now by all these, teachers and such, in quotation marks, out on the highways and byways, or the internet highways and byways, man. All right, everyone saying they got the truth, they know this, they know that. But of course, there's only one truth, man. All right. Um, in verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we definitely see that now more than ever. And with the ability to see what's going on in the world via these devices that we're on a daily basis, we see just how cold the world is waxing. All right. Road rage, you can lose your life, man, out there, man. Gotta watch it and just look at the spirit that's on these younger children. All right. Everything is just, violence, 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 man. All right. But verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, amen. Now, this is about endurance, man. All right. Long journey, but Lord willing, we're at the end of it. And we just got a few more tests. And the biggest test, man, is not taking that mark of the beast and keeping our faith toward Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai, man. When the enemy comes and persecutes us and says these things and does these things, man, are we worthy, all right, to drink of that cup that Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ? Are we worthy to drink of that cup? We pray to Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai that we are, because we desire, ultimately, to be pardoned for our transgressions, man. We believe in Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai. All right, we fear the Lord. All right, we fear the Lord Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. All right, we try to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't despise the law. All right, so we hope that the Lord will have mercy upon us and give us that perfection. All right. But again, these are the signs of the times, man. All right, the events preceding the Lord's second coming. All right, what will happen if Yahweh Shai didn't come back, man? All right, in verse 22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So yeah, man, the Lord has sped up time by letting prophecies come to pass, man, and by speeding up literal time. All right, and if He didn't do that, guess what? There shall no flesh be saved, man. But for the love that the Lord has for His hopeful elect, that 1/3 of the nation of Israel, He said He was gonna shorten the days, man. Okay, let's go to the book of Romans. This is Romans 9 and verse 28. For He will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And I brought that out in relation to the work that we do through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, starting with the work that Yahweh Shai, did by teaching and making this body a living sacrifice for the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, we are to continue, all right, and finish the same lot of that work. All right, we're all called to do a certain job, and we try to do that job to the best of our ability through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim and Yahweh Shai. But the whole point being a short work. So in relation to what we just read, how the Lord was going to cut time short for the elect's sake, man. Again, a short work. So this is in the end, man, with these devices and in the spirit that the Lord has going out, His word has reached, the four corners of the earth, man. It's just a matter of time before we see the full manifestation of prophecy, man. And it's going to be a beautiful thing to behold, man. All right, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 33 and verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people. Okay, spirit that was on Yahweh Shai and his disciples and his teachers, all right, are going to have this same spirit of speaking to the children of the nation of Israel, all right, the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land. So when the Lord, that the word sword symbolic for judgment, man, all right, and destruction, division, all right, but definitely judgment, war. if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he see if the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. So that's the job, of course, of the watchmen, also known as prophets. We see something through the spirit coming, all right, and what we see is great destruction, a great judgment, like the earth has never seen before, and we are moving with that spirit and warning our people, all right, through the spirit. Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, so whoever hear it and don't taketh heed, all right, if the sword come, all right, if that judgment does come and take him away, and he's put to death, all right, or in great dire straits, his blood shall be upon his own head. So it's on him, man. But hey, this is the burden of the prophets, if you will, man. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, so we have to warn, we have to do our job through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shai, so that we won't have this quote unquote blood, these people's blood, upon our hand via our watch, man. All right, so we move with the fear of the Lord, and we try to do this, man. All right, and warn the people, and the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. His blood will I require at the watchman's hand, man. All right. And we don't want that to happen to us, man. So that's why the Lord has his prophets out there, so there be no excuse, man. The Lord is going to be justified, his men are going to be justified, and judgment is going to happen. So you want to be on the right hand side of that judgment, which is ultimately mercy. Want to receive mercy from Yahweh by Shema Shai, and not be judged with the wicked, not be accounted with the wicked, man. All right. Let's go to the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1. All right. Is there a period of time known as the last days, since we're saying, hey, these are the last days? Yep. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of them own selves, man. And this is the behavior, the mindset, the spirit that's on a majority of the people in this period known as the last days, man. So all you have to do is read the scriptures, be able to receive it through the spirit, and then look at the world, man. All right, is this not the behavior that's upon many people, especially as it relates to the internet and what they're projecting in front of us on a daily basis? For men shall be lovers of them own selves via the selfie, all right, via broadcast yourself, all right, covetous, boasters, especially our people. Look at the industry, especially hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it. That's all it's about, is boasting, and it's been that way since the damn 80s, with big ass gold chains, gold ropes. All right, Mustang 5.0. Proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, man, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. Look at the alphabet community, truce breakers, false accusers. There's a lot of that going on, and we're going to see the pinnacle of that with the Lord, the persecution of the men of the Lord, man. All right. Incontinent, fierce, especially women, women and children, they're fierce nowadays, man. Despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's a huge one with the majority of the people here in Babylon the Great, so-called USA. Why? Because folly is set in great dignity here. It's held in high regard, high esteem, man. All right. That's why they pay these athletes and these entertainers so much money, to be a distraction to us, man. So the people are lovers of pleasures more than the fear of the Lord. All right. Verse 5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. So are people good and quick to say, won't he do it? Or they believe in the Lord, or God got me, but they deny the power thereof. They deny the prophets. They deny the prophecy, man. All right. And the Lord say, hey, if you deny him, he's going to deny you, man. All right. having a form of godliness, yep, but denying the power thereof, man. All right, again, hey, these are characteristics, all right, behaviors, spirits that are upon the majority, because what broad or great is the path of destruction. All right, paraphrasing. So a lot of people are gonna be caught up in the foolishness, man. They're gonna be gone, because of the trickery, man, of the enemy. All right, the lies, the persuasion, man. All right, those smooth words that the enemy like to say to the people, man. All right, they're just gonna be good, man. It's all gonna be good. Make America great again, etc., etc. All right, but we're prophesying. You know what? Bad times are coming, and people don't like to hear that, man. All right, but the ones that are of the Lord, man, they're gonna be able to hear that and take heed, man, and hide themselves from the dreadful day of Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashah, man. All right, contrary to popular belief, man, when the Lord get back, it ain't gonna be nothing to play with. Even the Lord's hopeful elect is gonna be, afraid in that day, man. All right, but we'll have that hope, all right, that the Lord is with us in the name of Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh. All right, let's go to First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I think. Now. This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 24, still in relation to the last days, or, the end of time, these phrases, if you will, that we use. Jeremiah 30:24, the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intent of his heart. And we're telling you people through the Spirit what the intents of the Lord's heart is judgment, all right, and ultimately for his son, all right, to be reverenced and rule over all these nations, man, all right, all realms, man, all right, and he and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. Yeah, you're gonna know what time it is, man, when prophecy is actually in front of your face, man. And we're saying, hey, yeah, it hasn't been so until a time like now. Now is the time that you're gonna see the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashah fall upon this place, man, especially here in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, this great whore, man. All right. That has polluted the entire earth, man. All right, it's about to be judged, man, and it's gonna go down in a very great way, man. That's how the Lord does things, man. And before he does these things, he sends out the play, man. That's the type of power we serve, man. He'll tell you the play right in front of your face, and it's gonna be nothing, all right, that you can do to stop it. Look at the days of Noah, when Noah was prophesying prior to the flood. They haven't never even seen rain before. They was mocking and scoffing at Noah. And then guess what? That great flood came, man. All right, the Lord, called out the play right in front of the people, and they denied it, man. They didn't have the Spirit upon the Lord, and you know what happened. All right, same thing is happening now. As the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. All right, Malachi Hawashah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. All right. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Yep, man. This Bible, a majority of it speaking of prophecy, man, things to come, man. Hey, that's what the seer saw, man. Prophecy, the end, man. All right, kingdoms going down, man. All right. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, and that's happening now during this time of the end. Many are running to and fro with different type of doctrines, man, and knowledge shall be increased. Yep, first and foremost, the knowledge of the truth, man. All right, these devices, the internet, the Lord has allowed His hopeful elect to be, woken up, using these devices and this technology, and ultimately the Spirit of the Lord. And again, to and fro, man. Some are running to the truth, and some are running from it, via the confusion, the lies of the false prophets, man. But the deceive and the deceiver are the Lord's, man. All right. Verse 6. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? Okay. Verse 7. And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, it shall be for a times and half, and when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. And we're getting ready to see the finishing acts of the will of the Lord, man. All right, first the prophecy comes, the Lord sends his prophets out there. All right, we say these things, and then guess what? Hey, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. These things are gonna actually happen, man. All right. And look, go down to verse 9. And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. All right. And now we live in that time of the end where the Lord has unsealed these things. And what is it? Amos? What is that? See if I can get that. In the book of Amos. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. So now these things are only revealed to the prophets, mind you. Yeah, it's quote unquote unsealed, but it's only unsealed to a few. All right, these watchmen, all right, these seers, these prophets, all right, they're the ones that's able to see these things and decipher it through the scriptures, man. All right. And everyone else is either gonna have the spirit of the Lord of them to receive it or deny it, man. All right. But everyone can't decipher this. You can't just open up the book just because it was unsealed and be able to decipher these things. You have to be a man of the Lord, man. All right. And that's what you see manifesting right before your very eyes. You got real true men of the Lord that's able to see the truth, man, and decipher it and teach it. Okay. Putting out that warning, that rebuke, man. All right. And then again, the next phase of the act happens when the Lord actually does the things that he said he was going to do by speaking through these men. All right. Knowing these things, man, knowing that type of power, we try to persuade men, all right, with that fear of the Lord, man, because we understand that how traumatic, how great the power is to be feared. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. But again, how severe is this time of trouble going to be? Will we be able to handle this? Because people don't seem to really get it, but we prophesy through the Spirit, okay? Matthew 24 and verse 21, and it reads, For then shall great tribulation, all right, this is the great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So that's how bad that is going to be, like a time that like this earth has never seen before. We've seen a World War I, II. We're prophesying the third here very soon, okay? And again, verse 22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days are shortened. So yeah, man, it's gonna get bad out here, man, and the Lord's gonna have to intervene, man. And part of that cutting, shortening the days, man, is the Lord ultimately coming to save the hopeful elect, man. So this man won't get off his wicked new world order, okay? Won't be able to do it, man. All right, celebrating this enterprise that he's trying to perform, man. All right, not gonna happen. That's prophecy. That's how the story goes, man. That's the end and the beginning right there, man. The end of their story, the beginning of ours, man, or a continuation. All right, because it's always been about the Lord's people, man. The Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, especially that hopeful elect. But again, reiterating how bad the time is gonna be. All right, Mark The Bible repeats itself, all right, when need be. For in Mark 13:19, for in those days, these days coming right here, the days that we live in now, shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation which God created unto this time, neither shall be same thing, man. There it is again, repeating itself. This is going to be a terrible time of trouble. Then we go back to the book of Jeremiah in chapter 30, in verse 5, and it reads, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. People think the Lord is just all peace, all love, very docile, contrary to proper belief. Listen to what the Son say, man. All right, we're saying, hey, this is the fearful power. We come in the fear of the Lord, man. So this is this fear of trembling and peace this is what's happening. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great. All right, so that none is like it. This is gonna be a time like the earth has never seen before, man. All right, the events preceding the Lord's second coming and the actual second coming in itself, man. A great day. All right. Even it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, and that's what we're saying. That's what we get that when we say Jacob's trouble, we're not just winging that and making that up. No, this is what the Bible says, man. Jacob's trouble, man. All right, if you don't know who Jacob is, you need to study to show yourself approved, man, and know who Jacob represents, man. All right, you need to study to show yourself approved through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But he shall be saved out of it, man, and going into that the Lord's hopeful elect, man. All right, they're gonna be saved out of this time of trouble, man. Be able to eat during the famine, be able to not be sickened during the time of pestilence, man. All right, be able to have a sound mind during the time of great confusion, man. Be able to have strength during the time of great fear, all right, and have mercy upon the time of great anguish, man, and destruction and judgment that's going to happen upon this earth here very soon, man. All right, again, we try to convey that to our people, the fear of the Lord, man. All right, because it's going to be a bad time. The Bible is telling you about Jacob's trouble, all right, the great tribulation, and how bad this time is going to be upon the earth. So again, the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time, these times, man, Michael, this archangel, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since again, reiterating this great time of trouble. This is the third time we've read it, man. All right, how great this trouble is gonna be, man. All right, gotta meditate on that sometime, man. All right, not just not just reading it or listening, but really saying that to myself, first and foremost, man. And really moving in the fear of the Lord, really hunkering down and realizing that the Lord is not a man that he should lie, and the Bible is repeating itself multiple times on this particular subject about how bad this great tribulation is going to be, man. There shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So World War One, two, this is going to be worse than all of that, man. The Great Depression that happened here, all right, even to that same time, and at that time that people shall be delivered. We're going to have to be delivered. The Lord's going to have to cut that time short for the elect's sake. Everyone that shall be found written in a book called Law Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's that hope, man. All right, because the Lord got to come and get us out of this terrible time like the earth has never seen before. And if he doesn't, we will surely die. Okay? Let's go to the book of Romans. Time to await knowing these things, man. All right? So seeing and lining events up with the scriptures, man. Romans 13 and verse 11. And it reads, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So again, knowing the time, seeing these things, knowing the scriptures now, and being able to understand what they mean and what they're saying in relation to the time of trouble and the characteristics, the behavior of people preceding the Lord's second coming. Remember Matthew 24, we read that earlier. The disciples asked the Lord, what are the signs? All right, so okay, knowing these things, oh, it's crazy out here. Okay, cool. This is what we need to do. Wake up out that sleep, man. All right. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, man. All right. So hey, the Lord is coming faster than when we thought, man. All right. We just gotta hold on to that true faith, man. And it's gonna be tested. The verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness, that old man, and let us put on the armor of light, man. All right. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and we're going to need that type of strength and that light to be able to navigate during this great time of darkness, all right, and destruction that's going to happen upon the earth. Easier said than done, man. That's why the Lord said, this was the hour of temptation, man, to try those who dwell upon the earth, man, to test, all right, to see who really got that true faith, man. And we want to pray, we want to hope, we want to pray, we want to hope, that we have the strength and the spirit necessary to pass that test, man. All right, because again, we're reading, and that's just a few precepts about how bad it's going to get during Jacob's trouble, a time like the earth has never seen before. Therefore, time to awake, man. Awake out that great sleep, man. And that's not a light thing, man. All right, and call Allah Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashai, for the Lord allowing us to be, woken up out of that deep sleep of confusion, fear. Okay. Book of Ezekiel. Yep, Ezekiel 12 and verse 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And that's the spirit that our people come in a lot of them. They say, we've been hearing the world is going to end. People been saying that, man. All right, thinking that they know everything, man, but can't even see this great destruction right in front of their face. And he prophesied of times that are far off. They think it's a long way away, but the Lord just gave his hopeful elect hope by saying, our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. All right. And meanwhile, our people, these idiots, all right, they're saying that it's a far off. We got time to get the bag. We got time to chase a career, have a family, etc., etc. Enjoy this wicked earth in its mediocre state, if that. All right. In verse 28, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. So guess what? Now it's time to rock and roll, man. Now it's time to really see what we've been talking about. But the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord God. Again, man, that prophecy which we're speaking, the great tribulation, the mark of the beast, man. All right. You're gonna see these things, man, because now is the time. The people are rebellion. The Lord has sent out his warning via the prophets, and now it's showtime, man. That's how the Lord has always done it. Send out that warning via the prophets. All right, some people take heed, not a lot. That's always how it went. It was always just a few people that took heed, and then the majority, the rest of the people were destroyed, man. And it's finna happen again, man. All right, finna be a world war, man. Great wars, man. A great famine, great pestilences, great confusion, great fear. All right, agonies and woes and miseries, man. It's finna come to this place, and we don't want to get caught up in the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashai. Therefore, we try to persuade men via the understanding of that fear, man. All right. So again, man, let me see. I might leave it there. Yeah, all right, cool. And I'll leave it at this. This is Matthew 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so we're prophesying, hey, we're in the days of Noah where the Lord has sent out a warning, all right, via prophecies, all right. We're warning the people like Noah warned the people that the Lord is getting ready to send a great judgment upon this place. Repent, okay. Also the coming of the son of man be. For as in the days of For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, and we see that now. I just did a video not too long ago talking about that mukbang culture. All right, when people are stuffing their face. All right, while the Lord's true men and women are fasting, making their bodies a living sacrifice. All right, often, and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark. All right, so we're seeing that. So shall the coming the Son of Man be. So they're doing that now, not really being concerned, and then judgment is going to happen. Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So there it is, man. All right, the Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night, but for the ones that's waiting for that thief, how could the Lord come in that spirit upon them? They're watching for that thief. They're gonna be able to greet that thief, man. And that great thief is Malak Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord gonna come in to give us, to give unto us, Lord willing, that kingdom, and take away, these people's pride, man, especially starting with the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. All right. But again, that's the spirit that our people are going to be in, preceding the Lord's second coming, just like the days of Noah, eating, drinking, giving in marriage, man, until the day that they saw it starting to rain upon the earth, and rain and rain, all right, and rain and rain. And then, it got real. And that's what's going to happen now, man. And the Lord is going to be justified. And again, he's going to justify his hopeful elect. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.